Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Zalits, and in this video I'll be showing you guys the strategy that I use to clear the Magic's Chasm pitch without using any synergy characters except for the friend. That one needs to be synergy for this to work, but I'll get into that here in a minute. Now I'll be doing this one in a very similar way that I did the Powers Chasm, in the sense that I won't be directly going for the score. It's more of just to show you all the methods that I came up with for dealing with these heretics. So with that being said, let's get on into this heretic mission already.
But it's gonna be blue skies for you and I. We'll step out of the shadows and walk into the light. Yeah, it's gonna be blue skies for you and I.
Alright guys, and here we are at Magic's Chasm pitch. Now let's go ahead and jump on into this thing. The team that I brought along to this was Saz, Eiko, and Yuna, and that is because I don't have any synergy characters. I don't have Shantaro, I don't have Terra, and I don't have Y'shtola. I did try to use Cloud in this, but he just wasn't doing enough damage. So I had to improvise, and I had to use batteries instead, which was pretty successful. Now, score-wise, like I did in the last one, I just want to show you guys that I'm not lying to you guys. I did get the score, I did get the 62,000. However, it was just barely over the 62,000 mark, and I was able to do it with this team comp. So, if you do choose to run this, it will work for you, but it will take... I guess it took me a lot less tries to get this strategy down than it did for the power one. So this one will definitely, like, you're allowed to be a lot more lenient with this strategy than you are the one for power. So the summon that I did use again was Brothers. Brothers is like the best summon to have for both of these. So let's go ahead and begin this, and we'll go ahead and look for a good Terra to use. I don't remember who it was that I used for this the first time. However, I do believe it was somebody that had a lot of Mighty Meteor boosts as their artifacts, but I don't see anybody, so I'm just gonna have to go with the next best thing, and I think this is probably the best one here. So let's go ahead and just choose this guy, and we'll begin with this. Now again, I'm not going to be going for the score here. I'm just going to be trying to go for the completion. So if we get the score, we get the score. But this, I'm just going to show you guys the general strategy of what I'm going to be doing. So essentially what you want to do is you want to use... I'm starting this off with a cheer to get start getting the buffs up. With Eiko, I am going to actually use a regen here. Now, normally what I would have done here, I would have probably started to reset quite a few times, because usually the best starting points for these, from what I've noticed, is when the boss actually is targeting one of your characters. So keep a lookout for that, because that's going to be like the main thing of getting it within the amount of the exact amount of turns, because you have to get this within under 50 turns. So or actually I think it's below 45 turns. I think that's what it was. I think I ended up having to get this in like 41 turns. So definitely has to be below 45, not 50. 45 turns is where like below 45 is where I'd say the sweet spot is for getting the score. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to start buffing my characters here. Let me buff Yuna. I'll also buff Eiko, and then I will just HP attack here. And with Yuna, let's just go ahead and use Suna. And with Eiko, we will just HP attack here. With Saz, we're going to be doing a little bit of damage. You can be as lenient as you want with Saz's abilities, because he's not really going to be doing too much. Well, what am I going to do here with Yuna? I'll just use Suna one more time. Actually, you know what? I can afford that. You know what? Whatever. As long as Eiko doesn't get broken, we're fine. This will be good. Actually, this might be a bad thing. Let's go ahead and smite here. Alright, so with Saz, I'm going to HP plus again. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to because usually this is what ends up happening. Yuna ends up getting hit with something, but it's completely fine. So she's going to raise stone, but because she has the healing buff up on her, it'll be completely fine. I'm going to use another Isuna here. A little bit of lag there, I don't know what that was. Alright, HP plus. Now with Saz, let's just go ahead and HP attack. Now the best thing for you to do here with with Eiko, you want to use 2 smites. Luckily here I got a smite, or I was able to get 2 smites here before the boss goes back into his shell. Normally what I'd have to do is I'd have to smite while he's in the shell. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want him to, you want her to get as much bravery back to your team as possible, so that, you know, when he's in his shell, you guys can just spam damage into him. But the biggest reason why you want him to, or you want Eiko to be able to do this, is because you want her to go into this next wave for this guy with 4 smites. Basically, Eiko's the key to clearing this entire wave here. Basically, you smite until you have 1 left. So she's going to basically cap everybody, and you're just going to spam damage. Doesn't matter what is happening, you're just going to keep spamming damage. Spamming damage, spamming damage. Aim. Keep spamming damage. Just keep spamming damage. She's going to get broken, but that's fine. Go ahead and going to use Cheer here again to refresh some of these buffs. With Saz, let's just go ahead and HP plus. Oh, I actually have to rebuff Yuna here. Alright, so let me just rebuff Yuna. That's basically all Saz is going to be doing throughout this whole thing. He's just going to be here to buff. Basically, with Yuna, you can use Cheer, but make sure you have 1 Cheer left for the final wave. Alright, so we're going to smite one more time, just to drop this guy's HP. With Saz, we'll HP plus. And with Yuna, we'll also HP plus. See, this guy's going to Berserk here on this next turn. And now what we're going to do is this where I'm going to... No, actually, I'm going to HP plus again. With Eiko, I'm going to HP attack. With Yuna, let's go ahead and Isuna one more time. And now we'll begin to... Am I going to get another turn out of this? No, I don't believe so. Alright, so I'm going to melt down here. Very good. And he's going to HP attack somebody. Maybe I should have just meteored there. That probably would have been a smarter choice. Yeah. Okay, so he HP'd Yuna. That's completely fine. So what I am going to do here is, though, I'm going to... yeah, I'm just going to HP attack, because I think that Terra can actually... I'm actually behind on turns. I believe that she can kill him here. Yes, okay. So now, what the difference between this one and my original attempt was, I got to this point within 40 or 41 turns. So I'm a bit behind, but I think we can still get... Actually, I'm probably not going to get it because Yuna took some HP damage and I haven't recovered that. I haven't recovered any of that. So, but let's go ahead and smite here. And the reason why the smite was important is so that Terra can cap relatively easily, so that she can get the most damage possible. And now the reason why Cheer is important is so that you can cap Yuna and Eiko, so they can spam damage. And now with Terra again, you're just going to keep spamming Meteor. And boom, boom, boom. And again. And I believe that Terra can finish this guy out of this summon, so hopefully she can. Okay, she wasn't able to. But she was barely able to. She was barely not able to. But basically, in my original attempt, outside of the summon, I killed her within like 42, or I killed this boss within 42 turns. So let's see where this lands me. Okay, so this landed me at 60,000. But had I played a little bit better, had Yuna not been, or had Yuna not taken that HP attack, had I just used meteors earlier instead of that meltdown, I could have avoided that situation completely. But because I didn't, I had to suffer that score bonus, or that, you know, the HP loss. So that's gonna go towards lowering the score, obviously. But this is basically my strategy, and this is what I use to get this score. Obviously, if you guys do this strategy and you play a little bit better, you'll be able to get the score as well. So that was only off by 1,500 points. So just play around with it. If you choose to go this way, you don't have to have synergy. You just have to have a Terra friend, and that is the way that you're going to be able to get this score if you choose to do this method. Alright, that about does it here for the Magic's Chasm pitch. Of course, as I stated in my previous video for the Powers Chasm, this is by no means a miracle strategy, but it is a way for you guys to get the clear without using synergy characters. In this particular attempt, I didn't have to reset at all, but I also played fairly poorly. But I promise you that the scores are possible with what I show you here. There are quite a few other ways of going about clearing this mission in particular, especially if you have Terra. But I know that Seymour also actually works really well in this because of his debuffs and just his overall really high damage. There are numerous other strategies that you can use, so please feel free to comment down below letting me and everyone else know how you cleared this thing and if you use something different. But anyway, next up, I still got to get on board with Rydia's event and her EX mission, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, until next time, bye guys.